Once upon a time, in Robert Smith's life, there was a weekend he'll never forget. His parents were leaving for a holiday trip, leaving Rob the job to house sit. As his father dutifully packed the car, his mother mechanically ran through her daily log. Robbie, be sure and mow the lawn, water the plants, no parties, and don't forget, feed the dog. Right, check, double check. Rob had heard it all before. He shook his father's hand and kissed his mother's cheek as he helped her shut the car door. They've left. The whole house is mine, Rob shouted as he picked up the phone. Immediately he started calling up friends, as if he was afraid to be alone. The party was set. He had things to go by, but before he got started, his memory was jogged. Mow the grass, water the plants, something about a party, and, oh yeah, feed the dog. Rob picked out a can of generic dog food. I'll feed this mutt. His voice began to roar, but before he could get the can opened, there were fists pounding at the back door. Rob, come on. We've got munchies to buy. His friends were holding their ground. Rob grabbed a cookie and flipped on a hat after he had set the dog food can down. Well, the party came and the party went, as all teenage parties do. Of course, the neighbors complained, the police were called, the party was forbidden. What else is new? The next morning, Rob woke up and strolled through the house. A house now not fit for a hog. Oh man, Dad, clean the house. To mow the grass, water the plants, and I gotta feed the dog. This time, Rob actually had the dog food can opened, but this time the telephone began to ring. Hello? Sally? What? Swimming? Today? Sure. Be right there. Rob's voice began to sing. The plants don't look quite dead enough. The grass can surely wait. He grabbed a towel, threw on some trunks, ran out the door. For Sally, he couldn't be late. The swimming was lots of fun, and so was his big date that night. But as Rob put his head down to sleep, he felt something just wasn't right. The next morning, Rob woke to a beautiful day. Dew on the ground, a little bit of fog. He thought, baseball, this afternoon. Water the plants, and oh, feed the dog. This time, Rob had his hand on the bowl before the radio caught his ear. It was his favorite song, so he cranked it up loud, so the folks in China could hear. Well, before he knew it, he was playing his guitar and singing songs about war and love. The car horn honked. On went the hat as he reached for his baseball glove. The game wasn't much, but it was something to do on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Rob was playing much too rough, as he found out much too soon. It's a fly ball. Rob's on first. Now it's second and third. Rob's heading for home plate. The last thing Rob remembered was seeing the catcher catch the ball. He tried to stop, but it was too late. Rob woke up in bed. He was still in a daze. Medicine was making him drowsy. He didn't understand what his parents were doing home. And why did his flake feel so lousy? Honey, you broke your leg, but you're safe at home now. And it looks like you're going to be all right. Rob tried to speak, but he couldn't form the words, and his vision was double sight. Robbie, don't you worry about the house, or the plants, or the grassy yard. The help will be in tomorrow, and they can work twice as hard. If you need us, we've got bridge at the Hensons, but you've got nothing to fear. We're going to let the dog in the house. Why, we'll even put him in here. The dog was in. The door was shut. Rob's poor mind was in a bog. Mow the plants, water the parties, no yards, and feed the dog. His eyelids opened, barely enough to see his bad leg the dog was sniffing at. When the animal's sharp teeth pierced through Rob's leg, he passed out thinking, why couldn't we have had a cat? Well, Robert C. Smith lived through that ordeal, but he can no longer run track. It's not the discipline that's needed, it's his leg that he lacks. So for all you youngsters who have pets, whether it be birds, fishies, or hogs, the next time your parents go out of town, the grass can wait, but you'd better feed the dog.